If you are looking for a solid, dependable egg-laying breed, that's exactly the type of breed I would pick without hesitation, having done this now for several years. I don't know what they are. It's a mystery to me, and we've been here now for over 2 years, and we still don't have a clue. Hey folks, I'm Sean the Modern Yeoman, and I'd like to welcome you back to the Homestead. Today is a day where there are going to be even more babies on the homestead. Little Henry's doing good, he's growing up quick. He still isn't sleeping that much at night, which has been quite a learning curve for us. It's one of those things where you kind of go into the whole new parent thing expecting it and learning ways to deal with it, and the advice that people give is, sleep when the baby sleeps, and that's what we're trying to do. But we're hoping now that little Henry is, he's just about 2.5 weeks. He'll be 3 weeks soon, which is just nuts to think about. We're hoping that as the weeks kind of turn into a month and 2 months and 3 months, that his sleeping schedule will start to shift towards the night. That's what we're hoping, fingers crossed. In the meantime, today is the day when I'm getting new chicks. So I've got their, as you saw in the intro, I kind of got things set up in their stock tank. I actually put the feed that I've been saving in there. I keep my surplus feed in the stock tank and cover it up. I'm actually just keeping it inside now. So the stock tank is what we're going to be using as the brooder. It's all set up with the heat lamp and the heating panel, so the chicks will be nice and warm because it is getting cold. It's getting down to the low 40s, high 30s at night, which leads me to some other things I'll need to talk about, which we'll talk about later. But it'll get chilly out here at night, so I do want to make sure that they're nice and toasty in their stock tank. So I'm going to go get things ready. I'm going to lay down some pine shavings. I'm going to get their water set up, get their food set up. So all I need to do is bring them home and get them in their brooder. And I think 6 or 7 laying chicks is what we're going to get today. And let's do that. Stock tank is a perfect brooder. So what I'll do once I actually have the chicks here, is I will take this roof thing that I made, this lid that I made. It's got a mesh metal hardware cloth on one side that's swinging, and just straight wood with some vent holes on the other side. And I use that as a lid to cover up the brooder. The light, the heat lamp, will actually be able to generate heat through the hardware cloth. I'll show you that in action once I actually get the chicks here. Brooder's ready to go. Just had chicks. So I ended up getting 7 Rhode Island Red chicks. I think we're gonna stick with Rhode Island Red, the Rhode Island Red breed from now on in terms of laying. A lot of people may say, oh no, Buff Orpingtons are the best, or Isa Browns. Like, we've had trouble in terms of sickness and egg production with both Isas and Buff Orpingtons, among some of the other more exotic breeds that we've tried, but we've always had good luck with the Rhode Island Reds. They seem to get sick the least. They seem to produce the most eggs. So 7 Rhode Island Reds. If you are looking for a solid, dependable egg-laying breed, that's exactly the type of breed I would pick without hesitation. Having done this now for several years, Rhode Island Red. It's just our experience. Maybe other people will say differently, but Rhode Island Reds all the way. Let me get them watered and put in their new brooder. Very first thing you do when you get new chicks is you dip their beaks in their water source so they know where they're getting their water from. Okay, gals. First one up, number 1. There's your water. Number 2. Get your water. Number 3. All right, number 4. Oh, come on. There's your water. Number 7. There's your water, sweet girl. There you go. One thing I might do as well is put them under this brooder panel so they know it's there. Put them on the other side of it. Here we go. So now you know it's there. All right, let me get this thing covered on, and they're good to go for a little while. It's nice and toasty under there, but not toasty enough that it's going to burn the brooder panel. It's not going to cause a fire. These things are made the way they're made so that they won't cause fire, but they'll mimic the body heat of a mama hen. This here so that it doesn't touch the wood. I don't want that touching the wood. I think I may have showed off this lid system last year, but I drilled these little vent holes in here, and then obviously here's the hardware cloth, and this whole thing, it hinges back so I can open it and just access that if I need to. But they've got their water. They seem nice and warm. They also have their brooder panel right there. I'm going to put one more cinder block there. And these gals should be all set up for the nice cold evening that we're going to have tonight. All right, enjoy for a little while, guys. I'll check on you soon. So I can't believe that I haven't asked this question of you guys before. You're a very knowledgeable audience. There's been these mystery holes in the ground down here in the woods. I have no idea what they are, and it seems like they might be increasing in number. I don't know if they are some sort of animal thing or something to do with some kind of underground aquifer, but they appear at the lowest point on the homestead, where we do get a lot of water that comes through when it floods or rains. But these holes are year round and they go very deep. And I don't have the foggiest idea what they are. I don't think they're animal holes. I know what an animal hole looks like. I don't think these are it. They go straight down into the ground and they're in this very particularly muddy, earthy part of the ground here, again, at the lowest part of the homestead. I don't know what they are. It's a mystery to me. And we've been here now for over 2 years, and we still don't have a clue. We've watched them. One thing I will say is that they typically always have water at the bottom, even in the driest part of the year. Like, it's been very dry here. These holes, Swiss cheese on the ground, the forest floor in our forest. No clue what these holes are. If anyone has any idea what these things are, please let me know, because these have us baffled. These have us really puzzled. Well, I think that's all we've got for today. Like I said at the beginning of the video, things are starting to get a little more normal with Henry, but the sleep, man, boy, the sleep has been tough, especially for Mama. I think we're figuring it out. It's to be expected. It's what you go through as a parent. Also, I got the news back on soil map, and I'll tell you about it next time. Yeah, I'll tell you about it next time. Until we see you again next time, remember, as always, slowly, slowly.